these guys, are, under normal circumstances, are living by themselves. They're not in a safe place. While they're here, they can be protected. They're not going to get urinated on. They're not going to get beat up, and they're going to be safe here. I said this morning that if I had a dog that I left out in the cold and it got wet and I didn't feed it, these council guys would be coming to my house and telling me that I was going to court. Well, we need to know who's prosecuting these council guys, because they're leaving human beings out like that, and it's just not going to happen.
Well, it's given the shelter for the night and the protection of somebody watching over us, so that nobody's actually stealing from anybody, because that's what's happening a lot on the streets nowadays. A lot of homeless people are jealous of what I've got, because I don't drink and do the drugs. I buy pens and do art, so I have a lot more stuff than that most of the other people don't have. I buy myself clothes, and when I don't, I get help from these. And when I don't get help from these, I get moved on by the police, and if I'm not the police, it's the red coats. And this is a sort of a shelter place, so no one's going to move us. The public actually recognise about us freaking homeless.
How do I feel about this? I think it's great. I think what they're doing is great.
Still freaking alive, still human.
They're helping the homeless. It's out there. They don't have to do something like this for us, but
always the police have got to be involved. Move on.
Yeah, I agree there.
Move on.
We're doing it obviously for these guys to get the human rights back. There's no public toilets out there on the night time for them. They've got no washing facilities, and obviously here they're not getting abused, they're not getting robbed, they're not getting attacked or harassed by the police or Leeds bid. Obviously it's a safe environment. Look at last night, how many times the lads got a good night's sleep last night, didn't they? 6 or 7 hours these guys slept in. They were all getting up later than usual. But obviously that's because they're in a protected and controlled environment. We are hoping to get some fencing out way, obviously to make it more secluded and obviously make it more safe for these guys.
the crypts have got more smackers in that crypt than all else. You know what I mean? I don't want to go back. I don't want to be a smackhead or a splice. You know what I mean?
Like in the places makes you drawn towards it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? I saw a friend of mine go through the books and everything, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's say that you're all doing drugs and drinking.
Yeah.
But if
It's
you're
called-
drawn to
it's
it
called-
because you're
yeah.
out here, then they're not doing anything about it.
No, it's
literally.
caused from it all
Yeah.
because they've refused to help. So
So it's all just going to one place and then they're
Yeah.
stereotyping it.
yeah.
Fellas at Leeds City Council seems to think that there isn't a problem with homelessness, that there's only 15 homeless people in Leeds.
And we had 15 last night.
Which we've got already, and we've only been here one night, so we're going to show them
We've not seen our regulars, have
much
we?
bigger figures than 15 homeless in Leeds.
We've got a community down here.
Freaking uniform.
We're all sticking together, and I'll stick by these lot.
We had a homelessness summit last week, and they were contradicting themselves from beginning to end. They started off saying there was not a homeless problem, and then they started saying that we need to spend money on this, we need resources on this, we need to build an app for homelessness, and it's like, hold on, you just told us we didn't have a homelessness problem. Leeds bid are trying to regulate the homelessness charter and policy, which obviously they're a business interest company. They are businesses paying into them for them to obviously keep the streets clean, but not obviously remove the homeless, but that's what's in their amendments. And what we're trying to do is obviously not make them secure the next 5 years. So in the next 2 years, people have to vote, so all the businesses, to see if they want this bid levy carrying on for the next 5 years. But we're trying to put a stop to that. So obviously they don't have no authority or no legislation over the homelessness charter.
The businesses in Leeds don't want homeless people sleeping in the doorways, and neither do we. There's no issue there. When these guys get offered homes, not one night here and there, when these guys get offered homes, we'll be gone because we won't be needed to be here anymore. And that's it. I'm not affiliated to any group. I'm here because I want to be. I'm just concerned about these guys.
But these help us out a lot.
That's strong enough for you.
I'd like to thank the people that have helped us with these tents and that have donated, and Aiden's group, especially Aiden's group, because it's a really good group. Thank you very much.